Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Ashmore Law Firm Google Plus Hangout. This one is going to be an interesting, this is one of my favorite topics. Not dying, of course, but an interesting topic. When you die, what happens to your social media profiles? We'll be talking about that. Christy Gray, Brittany Clark, Amy Tarnow, Gary Ashmore, and Lori Ashmore Peters. I'm Chris Yates here hosting the show. We're going to be talking about this. We're also live on Periscope as well. Look at that. So we're doing a double live shot, folks. This is getting fancy. We're live on Twitter now and on Google+. The world is expanding as we know it. So it is expanding. Everybody's got a social media profile. In old days, you didn't have to worry about that. Now people are starting to think, golly, when you pass away, when you die, you've done a lot of research on this. Yes. What does happen to your social media profiles?
You have to pick. Absolutely nothing happens to it unless you take the responsibility and choose what you want to happen to it. You know, every single one of your social media sites, your Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, they all have those little terms of service that you see, and the print is about this big. Do you actually read it?
Nobody does.
Okay. So if you don't read it, that terms of service, they say what exactly to do and what happens to that digital asset when you die.
So basically, you have to determine this stuff way in advance, obviously, because afterwards, let's just say someone doesn't plan for this. Planning is always crucial as an attorney. If you don't plan for this, what can you do at this point? You're at a crossroads, and it depends on the profile as well. It depends on whether it's Facebook or Google, so let's go through some of them. So let's do overall, and then we'll do specific.
Well, let's do Facebook.
Okay,
Almost
Facebook.
everybody's on Facebook.
Okay.
70% of Americans, not even Americans, excuse me, 70% of people ages 65 to 74 Facebook.
Wow. That's a pretty big number. Yeah.
That's our parents.
Right.
It's incredible. Another interesting statistic is, and I have to read this because I can never remember it, 30 million Facebook users died in the first 8 years of its existence.
Wow. Say that one again.
30 million Facebook users died.
I wonder how many are still active on.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Facebook does not automatically delete the profile. So because of that, you have to go in and choose what you've done to your profile when you die, or else it just stays there. 428 Facebook users die every hour.
What? 428?
312,500 die every month.
Oh my
So you
God.
have, and people, I can almost guarantee you, maybe a very, very small statistic of those folks actually thought about what do they want to happen to their profile when they die.
I'm really impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm shocked by those numbers.
Absolutely.
I did not think that many people would be passing away on Facebook. And the interesting thing is that Facebook does not grow. By the year 2065, what's going to happen?
By the year 2065, the deceased users will outnumber the living users with the profiles on Facebook.
There won't be much interaction, folks, at that point.
Well, but you have to choose what you want to happen to your account.
Yeah.
Do you want it to be memorialized, which means people can post on your account once you're dead?
Yeah.
Or actually, in February of this year, just last month, Facebook instituted what's called a legacy contact. And what that is you can choose.
This is recent. This is recent news. Okay.
It's just a month ago.
Okay.
You can choose who you want to be able to make your last post on Facebook after you're gone, where they can post funeral arrangements and things like that. If you choose to do nothing, and Facebook isn't aware, because Facebook obviously can't delete the account on their own, people are still getting pinged for your birthday, new friend requests, and that's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Also, what people don't realize is if I give you my password to Facebook, once I'm dead, you can't go in and start posting under me.
Wow.
You
okay,
cannot
so
do it.
I had a sad incident. One of my best friends passed away a couple of months ago, and it was, I'll be honest, it was odd, but also nice that after the funeral I got to post some nice things about the funeral.
Right.
We did pictures, so it was almost a memorial for him and for his wife and his friends, that they could all congregate in the area. So I can kind of see maybe in the initial part you kind of want to keep it, you have to use the word alive, keep it alive a little bit, keep it going maybe, that people can say nice things so the family can see that.
Absolutely, but another thing that you really want to think about is all of your videos, all of the pictures that are posted on Facebook, what you're tagged to. If you choose to have the account deleted or it gets deleted, where does all of that go? I mean, those are things that your family's going to want. They're going to want the video. They're going to want the pictures.
That's a great point.
And so a lot of times what we tell clients, or what you also need to think about, is if it's up on the cloud, it still doesn't do you it doesn't do your family any good. So you need to download it somewhere.
Wow.
So that
because they technically own it. Facebook owns all your property.
Yes.
So when you pass away, you can't keep that property. So tell me some interesting stuff about, okay, you've got Facebook and you've got Twitter, and what was more interesting about some of the different platforms? What kind of different rules they have that stuck out in your mind? Like, how was Twitter different from Facebook, or how was some of these other ones different?
Right. So Twitter will never cancel your account. Twitter will not do it.
Whoa.
But again, if you look at those terms of service, and as much of a pain as it is, you really have to go through the terms of service and the fine print. You need to be responsible, take a look at what your options are, and then plan for it. As morbid as that sounds, you've got to plan for it.
But, you know, that this wasn't around years ago. So this is almost it's really new territory for people to figure out what to be doing.
It's brand new. There are, I want to say, maybe 18 or 19 states that have laws passed on what to do with your digital asset. We call it digital assets.
Okay.
Texas is not one of them. So it's just, in my opinion, it's a gray area.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know unless you try.
Okay.
You know, if I become incapacitated, if I'm in, God forbid, a car accident today, and I become incapacitated, what happens to all of my digital assets?
Would you want that stuff to stay out there? You personally?
You know what? It's a hard decision to make, because it's your sentiment. You know, some of your digital assets have financial value to it, monetary value, but some of them are so sentimental. It's a hard decision to make.
How about you guys out here? So we got Amy, we have Gary. Raise your hand, whoever wants to talk first. What do you think? Well, do you want to keep your stuff active, or once you pass away, do you want it to be over?
Yeah, I definitely want it to stay active. That way everybody can come back and see me after I'm gone.
No, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, it is. I think I kind of want, I mean, you know, I'm out there everywhere, so I'd rather just keep it alive in a way, let people be able to see some of my old stuff. It's kind of like, well, think about, you know, there's no way. Think about this. Think about Hollywood actors and actresses, you know. Robin Williams passed away last year. His stuff is still out there. So it's kind of in a smaller scale, you know. We're kind of all mini celebrities in a way, not really, but your stuff is out there. In the old days it wasn't. Actors and actresses, their stuff lives on forever. So it's kind of the same game.
It does live on forever, but not only do you have to consider your social media sites, but your digital assets, your email.
Yeah.
Your Amazon account, your Kindle account, your PayPal account, your online banking, your Ameritrade if you trade stocks and bonds online. All of that is what you need to consider. The irresponsible thing to do is to have it all in your head, or have it in a password book, but have it in a safe deposit box or in a very safe place where absolutely no one can get to it. If you want to be irresponsible, that's what you do.
Right.
If you want to be responsible, you need to have it listed out, your passwords, your usernames.
And what you want to do.
And what you want to do. What you want to do.
Can my wife post on my account? Like, can she do that?
She can't under your username and under your password.
She can only do it under her name. Okay.
Correct.
Gary, what do you think? Are you keeping your stuff active when you go?
Well, funny you should say that. You know, you were talking about actors and actresses and Hollywood and all that. And I think I just saw a trailer for a horror movie about a dead person's Facebook account that all of a sudden becomes alive again. She starts making posts on it, and I guess it's some horror film that's out. I don't know if it opens this next week or next month. You know, one thing I can say is the problem that we have with these social media accounts is that people are abusing them. I tell clients all the time, because we do a lot of family law as well as probate litigation, that you really should be careful what you post, when you post, what you have on your accounts. You want to keep your username and passwords in a safe location, but that somebody can get to them. And Facebook and Google, I can tell you, in their settings, have got a way where you can download your entire account from the cloud onto a device, so that you then have it. And I think, Lori, you were talking about if you delete these items, how do you save them? I know that Google has made a concerted effort now that they own YouTube and they're buying up other social media sites. They're making it easier to do that. That's important on the litigation side, certainly on the family law side, because again, people will abuse those accounts even after you're gone, and it can just do nothing but cause havoc for you and your family.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I like the last point was cause havoc for you and your family. It's not just about you. It's about other people. Do other people, you know, it's not just your family. It's your friends. It's all this stuff. You know, I got something the other day. It was just a LinkedIn. Do you want to recommend so-and-so? And I'm not going to say her name. Do you want to recommend her for this? Well, she passed away like 3 years ago.
Right.
Do you still want to recommend her? Her profile is still active, and that did disturb me a little bit.
It disturbs you.
It disturbs our friends. So you've got to think not just about you personally. It could be hurtful for people to keep seeing your stuff out there. Is that true?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I will tell you, Facebook also, there's an app, and I can't recall the name of it, but it allows you to post a video where you're speaking and you're posting a video, and it is posted on Facebook after you die.
Ugh.
And so people may be fine with that, but me personally, I think I might have a little bit of a problem with that.
Yeah.
You know, if it was a loved one. Now, if it was just something for me privately, okay, but not out on social media for all the world to see.
All right, so you've done a lot of research. She's got pages and pages of research here. By the way, information not just on this, on wills, on estate planning and all this, you can go to the Ashmore Law Firm website, and also the books you'll give out. And folks, they have this stuff. It's all out there. Y'all are all about education, which I love what y'all do. So this is a little bit off topic what you typically do, but you're trying to educate people on stuff.
Absolutely.
You did a lot of research on this, months and months of research, pages here, folks. So give me some of the more interesting ones. Let's kind of go through them. Maybe you don't have to read the whole thing, but some bullet points on some of the specific sites. So let's now go to Twitter. Give me the things on Twitter.
So Twitter will not give, if God forbid something happens to me, you cannot go to Twitter and ask for my login information and my account information. They will not give it to you.
Okay.
Period. End of story. They will accept a request from an immediate family member or an estate representative to deactivate the account.
Okay.
But again, you still have, under that terms of service, the fine print, you have to go in and meet their requirements to show that you are an immediate family member or an estate representative.
It seems that's one of the harder ones.
It's not just calling saying, hey, I'm the husband, the wife, the child, the brother, the sister of the deceased, and this is what I want you to do. You have to jump through the hoops to get it done.
Okay.
Pinterest is like Twitter. Again, they will not give the deceased's information to anyone. It can be deactivated, but you have to give them the required documentation.
All right.
Okay.
So we're folks. She's looking at my thing. We're doing a live on Periscope here, and also Google Hangouts. So we've got 2 double live shots going, and then CNN will be showing up later. Go ahead.
All right. Instagram, you have to go to their terms of service, and you have to, again, follow their procedures. The bottom line is there isn't one global thing that you can do for all of your social media sites, for all of your digital assets. You have to go to each particular social media site.
Oh, yeah, so it's not just an overall. That's a good app to create, an overall thing that you can go in there. Okay.
And so a lot of times what you may not know is if I do my banking online, okay, and my husband has my password, my username. When I die, it is a federal offense. There's a federal law that says no one can use your password or username to do your online banking.
Wow,
so,
I did not know that.
So it's just, it's with the digital age the way it is right now, you just have to be responsible again.
What if you said something in a will or something that they have access to it?
Again, you're going to see more and more wills that say that, and you may even see more and more wills that appoint, I may appoint my husband as my independent executor to take care of all of my traditional assets, but if he's not savvy with digital assets or social media, then I may appoint you as my digital asset executor to take care of my digital assets.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But again, because there's no state law about it, we can put it in our wills, We can, handwrite it in our own handwriting as to what we want to happen. But I think as the years go on, you're going to see more and more, whether it's case law or laws come.
Because this is all coming up new. Okay.
It's brand new.
All right. So what are we on now? What other?
All right. Let's see. Google will work with immediate family members and representatives to close online accounts.
Okay.
And what you can do is see before your death. You can use Google's Inactive Account Manager, and what that does is it goes through and it lets you choose what you want to happen.
Okay. Email. I wouldn't even thought about email.
Yeah, email, again, it's the fine print and the terms of service that tell you what you can and cannot do with email. Email, it's privacy.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Unless you have a court order, no one's getting to your email. Again, what Gary, talked about, though, is when you're dealing with email for litigation, it's out there. It is out there for everyone to see. If you delete it, if you don't delete it, it's still on the network. It's still out there.
Okay.
Same with text messages. Don't think that just because you deleted a text message that you didn't want anyone to see that they.
Are you kidding? I am so toast.
Okay, Gary, do you want to chime into that one?
Yeah, text messaging.
Being the family law attorney.
Yeah, it's never deleted, Chris. I can tell you that. Even though it shows it on your phone, those records you can get to those records, and you can go back as far as when you purchased the phone. So everybody certainly needs to be careful about that. One more thing, or two more things. The movie I was talking about is called Unfriended, and it's an upcoming horror movie about answering the question by taking the idea of a vengeful dead person who wants to come back and wreak havoc. So if any of you out there happen to watch it, by all means, feel free to go to our website and give us a critique about the movie. I know nothing about it. Also, I just want to let all
I bet you that's a classic movie.
What?
I bet you that's a classic movie.
Right. Also, just wanted to let y'all know that everything that Lori's talking about, we posted on our website. So it talks about every one of these accounts that you may have and how they're treated. So it kind of gives you a snapshot. And for further information, certainly feel free to contact us. Go ahead.
Great. Okay. And do y'all have any questions as well for Lori here while we got you here? And if not, we'll wrap this up. We pretty much have hit on everything. Amy, how about your group over there? What do you got? Any questions? Don't be bashful. Don't be shy. No question?
I guess you didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat it?
Do you have any questions for Lori about this?
Is there anything you can do on the estate planning side with these terms of service? Is there anything you can put in place that will override the terms of service?
No, I mean, in my opinion, I don't think there is right now. I think it's just it's meeting with your estate planning attorney to talk about what you want to happen and who you want in charge of it. But it's also really, again, to me, it's gray. It's going to be a gray area, and unless and until it's tested in the courts, we'll see what we're able to do. But I don't think there's going to be anything you're going to be able to do right now to get around the terms of service because it's just specific for each site.
Huh. All right, we're going to end our broadcast here. One show's over, and then we'll keep the other one live. Give me some of the interesting facts, and then we'll wrap it up. You found some really interesting stuff. Just some that really hit home to you. You're like, wow. Think about the one where how many people a month die.
I mean, that's
this is an interesting one.
Staggering. Okay, so what did I say? Every month, 312,500 people die that use Facebook.
Wow.
Every month.
Wow.
Every day, it's 10,273. So it's astronomical, and when you think of that compared to
10,000 a day.
A day, and how many of those do you actually think have decided what they want done with that digital asset?
Out of that, probably I'd say less than 10%.
Easy.
Even 5%.
Easy, if even that. So again, digital assets are becoming as commonplace as having a bank account, having a savings account, a money market account, having
You've really got to think this through right now.
You do. You really, really do. And the more digital assets that pop up, because it seems like every day a new one is popping up, you've got to make sure that you plan
Hey, we
ahead.
just tried the new one right here.
There you go.
That's what we do.
There you
That's
go.
what we're about. Periscope. Okay, I was trying Meerkat at South by Southwest. I mean, it's there's new things popping up all the time,
All the time.
and everything's live, everything's out there. Your whole world is out there. So
Mhm.
this was great information. I appreciate it. And,
Absolutely.
always knowledgeable stuff. You want to, yeah.
Well, and here's what else I'm going to say. AshmoreLaw.com is where you can find all of our books. You can download them free. Or if you want to fill out the contact form, we will actually send you a book
Great.
for no charge. Or if you really want to pay for
Yeah.
the information you're getting in this book, you can go to Amazon.
Okay.
We actually sell on Amazon.
Okay.
We have second editions, especially to the Do I Really Need a Will? And we have an entire chapter that talks about digital assets now.
And y'all have a YouTube channel that has all this stuff as well. We did a lot of these hangouts on YouTube,
Mhm.
plus some short videos so people can get all the kind of information.
Yes.
And we are, as Gary's going to be surprised to hear, we are now going into iTunes eventually. You can get all these, we're going to turn these into podcasts.
Absolutely.
There's new information for you, Gary. You excited? Thumbs up for that. So we will be doing that as well. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Mhm.
We appreciate you, and we'll come up with another great topic next month.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, thanks.